Hey everyone. I am getting in touch with you. There's this kind of weird lag. I'm hoping that it's not going to do that when y'all see it, but if I'm lagging my face and talking, just close your eyes and listen. So I'm in Austin at a Student Success Summit and getting ready to go do a presentation, but I wanted to jump in and talk to you a little bit about the assignments that are called case conceptualizations in Lifespan. So for those of y'all who may have done case conceptualizations in a class, this is Lifespan, and Lifespan is usually what students will take when they're taking 3 classes in their first semester. So if you kind of took that later and you've done other classes where we've had case conceptualizations, I could kind of get where you might be like, wait a minute, how do I do a case conceptualization with that piece? Looking at this, step out and think about the class that you're in and the conversations that we even had in class, where the big thing that I want to see that you can do is to look at a situation, step outside of yourself, and look at what the research says. We talked about that like for at least a half hour to 45 minutes. So think about that. I want to be able to see that you can find the information, put it in a meaningful way. It's accurate information that you could share. You put it in your own words, and then you can give an example. Families, kids, adults, parents, they're all going to come to us asking questions. This is going on with my kid. Is it okay? It's not necessarily, remember, in our professional setting, in our professional role, they're going to think that because you have a master's degree that you know all this stuff, and they don't realize you just took one class, but that you know where to get the information. So what this is kind of doing is I'm back at this first part of wanting to see your ability to pull the information from the text, make sense of it, cite it appropriately. Of course, it needs to be the accurate information, and your ability to then to explain it in your own words. So if any of y'all have taken any of my other classes where I have chapter questions, this is what I expect. I expect the facts. That could be a direct quote or a paraphrase, but cited, because then that tells me you've got that information from someone who knows this stuff really well, which are the people who did the studies in there in the text. Right? The next thing I want you to be able to do is to show or to provide an explanation in your own words. It's really, really important. You're much more able to maintain and push the information to your long-term memory when you start working with it. So the first, you're going to put the facts, and then you're going to work with it by trying to put it in your own words. Then that third part is then what would it look like? So, for example, if a parent came to ask you, so my kid is still sucking their thumb, and I heard that that he's going to start smoking later. Okay, so what we'll do is, what does the research say about it? And then you may not exactly tell the parent exactly what the research says, simply because we don't quote stuff off of our head. So if you were talking to someone, how would you explain that in a meaningful way? And then how would you give the parent an example of what that research might look like in the world? So don't make it too hard. Think about those 3 components. What I want you, and the purpose of what it is that I'm asking you to do. And that's take facts, write them down, cite them appropriately, speak about those facts in your own language, and then provide an example. So once you do that, some people can really get excited and show all kinds of examples, etc. Some people, you might just want to give it a try for a little bit over here. Don't make it harder than it is. Just do what I'm asking you to do, and that's all you need. Okay? So also remember that there is actually a rubric now, so that you see what I'll actually be using to grade your assignment. Okay? So if you continue working and you have questions, please send me an email directly, and I'm happy to answer you. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get to emails over the weekend, but I can't always promise. So it might be a good idea for you to look at this before tomorrow evening, so that if you have a question, you can shoot me an email and I'll help you out, okay? All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.